changes here in the second. And a very convincing performance here from the Hawks so far.
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
We're back
And that
and we're
was
playing
obviously
NBA
the plane
2K.
coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
That'll be a 5-second call. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So a franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. You've got Brandon Ingram. Williams is out there with Young. And it's Cardinal in at the point guard. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Hunter dishes to Collins. A wide open look here for Okongwu. Another three for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
The Celtics shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They lead by 24. Their biggest margin. Collins, good.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And that one is good. Young's got his second basket of the night.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Westbrook against Young. Trying his luck from deep. Another three for Atlanta.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
Well, you look at Young, and it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
And that one drops. A minute 50 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Hunter. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Hunter's got 5 points now in the quarter. Here is Cardinal. 23 points for him the last game against Miami.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy is a playmaker, was a driving force for that offense.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
For Atlanta, they've gone a superb 7 of 7 from the field here in the second. Drills the three-pointer. Westbrook's got 21 in the game.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Cardinal. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
The Hawks have gotten on a roll. They've just kept going here in the second quarter. 8 of 8. Wow. Austin's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Took him no time at all on that one. Young's got 9.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
From deep, and Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, two more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. On its way from Young for 2, and a little luck that time, but it drops. 11 points in the game.
Starting to heat up now. He's been much more efficient with the shot in this quarter than in the first.
Here's Hunter. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. The kick out to Young. And again, Boston with the triple.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Okongwu, the pass to Higgins. And here's Collins from outside. Another 3 for Atlanta.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so it's Atlanta having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He was a very confident, long-range shooter early on, nailing his first 5 three-point shots of the game. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
When Westbrook is in the flow, there's no one who can do some of the things he can do on the basketball court. The physical ability, the passion, he's been fierce for me.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, with the way they struggle to defend the three-point line, it's starting to look like warm-up drills. They cannot be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on them.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And so it's Young who brings it up for Boston. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the one pick or the second pick. That's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Russell Westbrook out there with Higgins. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Now, here's Okongwu. He's tightly guarded. Just 5 to shoot. Buries the 20-footer. Okongwu's now got his third basket of the night right there.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Here's Hunter in Atlanta again with the bucket.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Smart, and it's Boston with another.
My goodness, the defense was smothering Smart, but ultimately he keeps his eyes on the prize. Gorgeous release, nice.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
So when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Celtics making a switch here. Williams is checked in. And here's Young from the arc. And the Celtics hit again. From deep.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
And stolen by Williams. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And again, Boston with the triple.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Young way outside, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Young's got 8 points in the quarter. Collin, that's a 2-pointer, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
This is the John Collins show. There's a smoothness to his game that you really appreciate on a night like this.
Williams for 3, and again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row. From long range.
There's 53 seconds left here in the third quarter. Atlanta leading by 17. Wesley the pass to Connaughton. Williams scanning the floor. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Inside, it's tipped. And the turnover again by Atlanta.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
Celtics trail by 14. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Connaughton kicks to Young. There's the triple. It's good from long range. Young's got 11 in the second half.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Williams for 3. Connaughton passes to Williams. 3-pointer. Trains the 3-pointer. Williams has got it back down to single digits for Boston.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
Well, they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hawks lead by 10. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Atlanta. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The Hawks leading by 10. On the court right now for the Celtics. Trae Young is out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Williams. And it's Wesley in at the power forward position. From deep, Williams. And again, Boston with the triple.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Here's Westbrook. It's deflected. Here's Collins. Pass to Higgins. Okongwu with it. Working on Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Collins dishes to Okongwu. Popped up there for Collins. Stolen by Smart. Williams from outside. Kept alive by Boston. Young finds Smart. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical.
Just a bright, young, offensive talent. Young isn't shy about forcing the action. Takes a lot of trips to the line.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their three-point shooters. And at the offensive end, he wants his guys to get their own shots within the rhythm and flow of the offense. Kevin?
Westbrook drives in. Tries again. Higgins' shot is off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Traps in the tray.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
Here's Higgins. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists now in this one.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Celtics.
And so Young will bring it up for Boston. Trailing by 2. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
That's an important shot right there, guys. I mean, he's produced from deep all game long.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Celtics on offense. They're on a 13-5 run here. Young, no good. Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Here's Williams. They get it back. Second chance shot. Young, no good. The Hawks leading. On deep, Collins. And Wesley pulls it down. Celtics have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Here is the long-range jumper.
That's a huge three-pointer. He'd love to become a go-to guy for them here in crunch time.
Yeah, and when he gets going, he adds another dimension to their offense that can make a huge difference when the game's on the line.
Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from. How about the confidence? It's just growing in this young man. Williams has that attitude of a go-to guy in these big moments, even though he's still picking up the nuance of the game. Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, Marcus Smart stays ready for these moments when his number is called, the ability to deliver a big-time bucket.
Westbrook finds Collins. Deflects the pass. Here's Higgins. It falls. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Williams can't get it to go. And Atlanta has possession. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
19 seconds left in the game. It drops.
There isn't a person in the gym who didn't know Westbrook was taking and making that shot.
17 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Young for three. Right between the eyes.
Ice in his veins. Young excels at stepping to the plate and delivering in the clutch.
Elbow shot is on the way. Oh, no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those 5 seconds away.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he ends up missing both free throws. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Trey, you came back from a double-digit deficit. What did you focus on?
Well, I mean, this is the NBA. I mean, it's a long game, and coach just telling us to keep fighting, keep pushing, and shots we're going to start falling, and we stuck to the plan that he gave us in pregame.
And it led to a big, big W, man. Congratulations. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge.